We're gonna sing a song too. And that song is Welcome, Welcome, Ever Welcome. Blessed Sabbath Day.
What is that from?
I don't know, just you can
Let me look it up.
We're gonna sing that. Welcome, welcome, ever welcome, blessed Sabbath day. Hey, okay. Welcome, 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 blessed Sabbath day.
Welcome day of bless.
Welcome, welcome, ever welcome, blessed Sabbath day. Welcome, welcome, ever welcome, blessed Sabbath day.
Day of sacred pleasure. Okay, and what's the thankful hymn gonna be to who?
Thankful to your whole life.
Okay, we gotta get this right. Now it's your whole. What are we doing now?
I just said.
Yehovah?
Uh-huh.
Who is that? No. We don't know who that
Let me
is.
see. Let me go to just open up my.
He's not live yet.
Let me open up my His Word that I received in the mail today as a gift from brother. Oh boy, Jedediah and fam. Appreciate it. I just received this today in the mail, and I was talking to him on the phone this week, and he was breaking down some of the Torah, the laws of Torah governing the language of Hebrew. And I saw a video of his this week, coincidentally enough, providentially enough, where he was breaking down the difference between, it was a very thorough lesson, and he was going through this thing like a scientist, and he was breaking down the difference between, what was I calling that? Paleo Hebrew and modern Hebrew. And a lot of people who just don't speak it, they just say it's Yiddish. But I didn't know one way or the other for many, many, many years until I saw this video this week. So Brother Jedediah was on here showing out, breaking down this Hebrew. And I mean, he was going in deep. Like I've never heard a Hebrew expositor do. I appreciate that. I want to tell you one thing that I've always felt in my spirit, okay? And when I say felt in my spirit, I'm not talking about like a woman. You know, where I feel and be wrong as heck. I'm not talking about that kind of feeling. I'm talking about the feeling that is bathed in the Ruach. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. And I'm not saying all women feel that type of way when they say they feel, but a lot of time it's just, some homespun intuitions. Most of the time when many women, and I would even say some men, say they feel something. But one thing I always knew, that if the Most High has a language that he has given his people, is still in the earth. Is still in the earth. The rules of it is governed by his, oh boy, I'm about to preach now. It's ruled by his character. You like that, didn't you? You see how the Ruach just made that come out? See, just like in English, you have grammatical rules. Well, if the Most High really has a language, guess what? It's going to be ruled by the Ruach of his character. That's going to set the tone for the what I'm trying to say here. That's going to set the rule for the grammatical structure of how the language is spoken and written. Now, I'm sounding like a Hebrew scholar already, and I don't even know Hebrew. This is, see, somebody get 1 Corinthians. Somebody get 1 Corinthians. I don't know where it's at, but it says 1 Corinthians chapter 1, where it says the things of Yahuwah are clearly seen in the things that are made, so that men are without excuse, even accusing or something. Somebody get it for me. See, there's some rules. There's some rules to Torah. And it has to be a part of the language that the chosen people spoke. Now, to me, that's just common sense. And when I heard Jedediah say this in his teaching, I was like, wow, that's something that the Most High revealed to me a long time ago. And now I got confirmation from a person who can speak and write Hebrew. Wow. There's got to be some structure to whatever the real Hebrew language is. And so some people say, well, you're speaking Yiddish and all of this kind of stuff. And we say that because white people speak a form of Hebrew and they write a form of Hebrew. And so we automatically classify it apparently as Yiddish. But we're really not qualified to do that if we don't know real Hebrew. You see, it's like taking a DNA test. They're going to have some type of original specimens for them to be able to identify where you from and what nation you from. Well, it's the same thing with language. Y'all, I'm just talking common sense right now. Seasoned with the Ruach right now. And I don't even know Hebrew, but I know rules of life though. I know the laws of the Most High and how they work. So when somebody comes to me and tell me there's 613 laws, I dismiss that. I would never serve a Elohim who only got 613 laws. Never, never. I know when I learned construction, there's more than 613 laws just in that one thing. There's more than 613 laws in trigonometry. So I would never. So this is just something that people repeat. Yeah, you do 613 laws. And guess what? Nobody has produced these 613 laws. And guess what? Somebody's going to be stupid enough to try to do it. Somebody's going to come up with a list of 613 laws. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to make themselves look like a fool. Guess why? It's going to be so many laws of nature that's missing. Laws of thermodynamics are going to be on that list. When people talk about laws, they just think about commandments, statutes, and laws. But they're commandments and statutes and laws about everything in nature. Most High created more than 613 animals. Those animals are the nature of each one of those animals is governed by what? Torah. Various aspects of Torah. Hippopotamus don't live by the same laws, all the same laws as a lion. They just don't. These are two different species of animals. So when people tell me there's 613 laws, I dismiss them. If the Most High don't have more character in his, if he don't have more variety in his character than 613 whatever laws, that means something is wrong. That means this must be the devil. The devil would have a limited or numbered amount. I mean, look at all the human beings that's on earth. We got billions of human beings and none of us are the same. None of us. There are nuances to each and every one of us. Some of us are better at some things than others. Why? There's a law governing us. And there are things that's laying dormant in us that we haven't even developed yet. And we haven't even begun to tap in how to exploit those laws for the benefit of the kingdom. We haven't studied nothing like this. See, you don't hear Israelites talking like this. You don't hear them talking like this. Who got the scripture?
For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse.
Even his eternal power and Godhead are understood by the things that are seen, so that men are without excuse. How long are we going to be studying the character of the Most High? Eternity. Yeah, I need to stop saying that. They must have got that from. I want to tell you who they got that from. The Talmud or something. Somebody made up somewhere.
Are they talking about like laws in light of human society and the way?
No, I don't think. I think all these laws go together. Like I believe the laws of the language goes together with the laws of morality and everything else. You can't start divvying up. Yeah, there are sections to things, but it's just like your body. You got different body parts. You can't say, well, the 613 laws of circulation, but you separate that from the lymphatic system. You can't do that. Yeah, your lymph system's a total different system than with your blood circulation. Totally true. But guess what? You can't even live without the other one. You can't live without the lymphatic system. You can't live without the circulatory system for blood. So yeah, there are different sections of everything. And I think this is what, so when somebody keeps stressing 613 laws, 613 laws, 613, well, what about the other laws? And it's even more than 613 laws in any given thing. If you study water for the rest of your life, you will come up with more than 613 laws. Just water, one subject. You will be able to study for eternity, and you will always be learning something about water. Always. You'll be seeing stuff you ain't never seen before. When I open up the Bible, I look at the same scriptures over and over, and guess what? I keep finding stuff. I be like, oh my goodness. You can't tell me it's only 613 laws. It just don't make sense. And I like to see this list of 613 laws. As soon as you show it to me, I'm going to show you all the laws that you're missing. You're going to open yourself up for embarrassment. I want to show you all the laws that you didn't mention. I won't be thinking about all kinds of stuff. There's 600 laws on how to, there's 613 laws on how to serve the Most High. I don't believe it. I just don't believe that. That sounds crazy to me. There's 613 laws on how to treat your fellow man. I don't believe it. Well, what about the 10 Commandments, brother? The 10 Commandments is just a capsulation. It's just a heading, a main heading. That's all it is. Each one of those 10 Commandments is a main heading. That's it. But under those, it's thousands of things that's probably not even written in the Bible. See, when you meditate on the law of the Most High day and night, this is how you start thinking. You don't run. You'll never hear me run around and say there's 613 laws. I will not. You will never. But you know why? Because I actually meditate on the law. I was thinking about something today. I'm gonna give you a good case in point. The Good Samaritan. Is there a law that says that you can't walk on the other side? See?
Yes.
Okay.
It is. What? Jesus, do you want to tell us that you had to do unto you?
No, expressly stating that you can't walk past a Samaritan. Is there an express law that says that? No.
I would say so, because that.
No, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. It covers that, and that's true. That, but not expressly. Not expressly, not specifically.
Yeah.
See, people that don't love the law, son, this is how they talk. Do it come straight out and say that they sticklers for the law. They don't like the principles of the law. They hate the principles of the law. That's why they always go through the Bible. Well, I didn't sin. She left her wallet. I saw her leave her wallet there. I picked it up. I don't know who she is. And I took the money out. Does the Bible expressly say that? No, it doesn't. No. Are there laws that cover that? Yes, there are. But the people that hate the law, they're going to point to the fact that's not in the Bible. They really don't love the law.
Yeah, most people are never going to be.
They looking for loopholes to break the law and quiet their conscience. Actually, they're killing their conscience until it is night in the soul. And one day they're not going to know the difference between the Most High and Satan. The most satanic doctrines they're going to be saying is of the Most High. And they're going to say it while they're holding the Bible. I've seen this in Christianity. I see it among Hebrew Israelites. I've seen it among Catholic, Baptist, Buddhist, Hindu, whoever. 5%ers, Egyptologists.
Yeah.
People don't like the law. They trying to find an excuse to get around it. And so getting back to the his word, restored Hebrew KJV, Hebrew Israelite scriptures, I'd like to say thank you to, Brother Jedediah Malik. This is the book that and he did such a good job. He put tabs on it for me and everything, made it real easy for me. Tabs on it. And so I'm about to learn a lot about Hebrew. I'm about to learn a lot about Hebrew. And he was breaking down how there's a difference. He's breaking down to me how there's a difference between Paleo Hebrew and modern Hebrew. And he broke it down so simple that a baby could understand this. And this is how I know that the Ruach is all over this. It makes logical sense in the Ruach. It really